Hey guys, Chuck Murray here.
And Charles Foltz here.
Now, in our Dead Island episode, currently playing on Machinima, click right here to check it out. You saw the Ripper tear through one of our crystal skulls. But, can it be used as a survival weapon? Well, now we're going to be putting it through our gauntlet of tests. First up, the bottles. Are you ready, Charles?
Yes, I am.
Let's do this. Well, let's look at the damage here. This weapon is, I guess, meant to tear, because that's pretty much what it does. This is not a clean cut. This is a tear, and it tore through pretty much the entire bottle. It kept going, and actually had an amazing tear right there. Somehow there's damage here and here as well. There's a lot of energy in that thing. It weighs a lot, and these blades are quite sharp. So far, so good. Let's see what other tests we can come up with.
And now we're going to try to cut through this 2x4. It did a lot better than I thought it was going to do. But now I'm winded. There's only a little bit of damage done to the saw blade, and it's just a very slight bend to this little tooth right here. I don't know if you can see it or not. That's it.
Alright, now the moment that we've all been waiting for, the decapitation. Now, remember, these busts are made of extremely hard foam, but also inside is ballistics gel, some blood, and a 1-inch dowel rod right down the middle. So if you can get through this, you can get through a zombie. Something to think about though, this blade isn't going to be able to make it all the way through. It's going to stop at the bat. So what Charles has decided to do is he's going to do a chop on one side and a chop on the other, so we don't just break the head off. We actually have a nice decapitation going. Are you ready, Charles?
I am ready.
Let's do it. Well, it obviously would have gotten through the spinal cord on the first strike, which is pretty much as good as a decapitation. You know, you break the spinal cord, the zombie is now a quadriplegic, so it's just laying on the ground biting at you and it can't do anything. Now, if you do want to decapitate it, it's just going to take a couple more hits, but it can happen. The weapon itself is still in really good shape regardless of what tests we did, but there are a couple of downsides to it. Charles, you want to talk a little bit about that?
Downsides are it's really awkward to carry, and with all these little sharp blades all over it, you can accidentally hurt someone in your squad or hurt yourself. You know, it's just kind of an awkward weapon to carry, but it does look cool and it is very intimidating.
Yeah, it's pretty badass. You pull that on someone, they are going to be scared. Another thing is that it's actually really easy to make, and it does a lot more damage than a normal wooden baseball bat, which isn't the case with a spike bat. But with this, I would actually rather have this than a wooden baseball bat. Can you tell them how we made this?
It's pretty easy actually. You just take a saw of some kind and cut down the middle. You want to make sure it's centered. You know, the cut is as centered as possible so the blade's not warped or you know, off in any way. And then you just drill a hole through it and put a bolt in it, and there you go.
That's it. It's super easy to make, super easy to wield. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to know how to swing this thing. I don't know. I mean, it definitely gets the ZGB seal of approval. I don't know if I would give it a ZGB survival tool seal of approval, but you can chop wood, you can do certain things that you would need to do in a survival situation. It can definitely kill zombies and can intimidate you know, other survivors that are out there. Some of them not so nice, so that's always good. Well, that's it with this extra episode of Zombie Go Boom. I'm Chuck Murray.
And I'm Charles Foltz.
We will see you next time. Woo!